Good morning. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jenny, and I'm with Wonderspark Puppets, of course, and today we are going to be making these baby Groot finger puppets. Isn't he adorable? So cute. So, for this, because it's superhero week, we need some supplies. So we need some paper. We need brown paper, green paper, black paper, and some white paper. We also need brown packing paper or a lunch bag, a black marker, brown marker, a green colored pencil or crayon, some scissors, clear tape, glue. You can use a glue stick or just regular white glue. Glue stick will dry a little faster though. And totally optional, if you have like a little hole punch like this, a circle punch, and a tinier hole punch, it's easier for making circles. If not, you can use something and trace it like a button or something else. All right, so let's get started with our baby Groots. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make our tube for our finger puppet. So just like this, he has a little tube on the back. And that's where you put your finger in, just like this. So to do that, we're gonna take our brown piece of paper. Let me just clear this so you can see a little bit better. Take our brown piece of paper, and we are going to fold it in half. This way. Great. And I'm just gonna cut it in half. Now we're gonna take one of our halves and we're gonna fold it again. Gonna fold it vertically. Boop. And then we're gonna cut that in half. Great. So this is about the size you'll need. Now, everyone's fingers are a little different. For the little ones, you might need to cut it down a little bit smaller. So you can always just measure up with your finger. And so this is just about right. You want it to go a little bit above your finger. And I don't need this much. So let's see how much we need. I'm going to just now roll it into a tube. And I have my tube already. So I can cut off all of this excess right here, which I'm gonna do now. Great. So I don't need my brown paper anymore. So now we're gonna take our glue and we're gonna glue our tube together. Just like this. Boop. Aha. It was stuck at first. All right. So I'm just gonna put some glue on one side and we're gonna roll it again. Not too tightly. And I'll glue that part down. And let's count to 10. That's what I always like to do when I'm gluing something down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're just gonna smooth that down. Great. You can try it on. Awesome. So we have our tube. Great. Now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put that to the side. And now we are going to take our brown packing paper or lunch bag and cut out the shape for Groot's head. Now, as you can notice, it's kind of like a U shape, but I left the top part a little jaggedy, just like that. Yep, because he is a tree and roots and stuff. All right, so I'm just gonna cut out a U shape. Now I'm just gonna make a bigger U shape and I'm gonna cut it down at the top. Now this might be a little too big, so I'm gonna cut it down a little bit more. And I'm also gonna give the top some like branch action going on at the top a little bit. It's not a perfect straight line across. And I might just trim down the sides a little bit more. Now the packing paper and the lunch bag are great because they have all these great wrinkles to make it look extra, you know, very much like a tree. So now we're done with that paper. We are going to create the face for Groot. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brown marker and I'm just going to make some lines at the top. And they're not straight across lines. Because if you see pictures of Groot, he has all of these like lines at the top. All the different branches and wood. So we're just going to create that little effect on top. Like kind of something like that. Yeah. And you get extra creative with that. And if you notice pictures of Groot, there's a lot of green at the top. So we're going to take our green colored pencil, or you can use a crayon. And we're just going to shade at the top. Right. I'm just shading at the top, going down a little bit. But again, you can get as creative as you want with this. Awesome. Great. And now while we're at it, we can do the mouth. And I'm going to do it with a black marker, but you can use whatever color you want. Just like a little smile. Yep. And now for the eyes. We're going to use our black paper and our white paper. And we're going to create two different sizes of circles. Now, I have this hole punch that's great for the black circles. And again, you can always use like a button or a bottle cap or something to trace around with a pencil and then cut it out. And that'd be a really fun little exercise to do, is tracing different types of circles. But I have a little easier way. So I'm going to just do two. We have two black circles. Now, if I wanted to do this, I could just trace it around. Just tracing our button. It's about the same size, as you can see. Yeah. Awesome. So we have the black part of his eyes, and now we need the tiny little white circles. And you can find something around the house that, you know, is just as tiny as this, if you like. I have a hole punch, just a regular hole punch, so I'm just going to use that. Oh no, my tube fell. All right. Whoop. Forgot I had a lot of other stuff in here. Okay, so you can't see them, barely. Those are my tiny little white circles. Now I'm gonna hold on to them. Just gonna move things around, get my tube back. All right, so now we're gonna glue the white little circles into or on top of the black circles with our glue stick. And our glue stick's a little easier for this. And I'm just gonna glue them down. 1 and 2. You can also do this if you don't want to, you know, use white paper for the inside of the eyes. You can just take a crayon. You can also just color it on too. You don't have to use the paper if you don't want to. Okay, and now we're going to glue that onto his face. And I lost one of my pupils. Okay, let's try it again. It's getting a little sticky. All right. Right. Okay. And then we're just gonna glue them in place on top. Awesome. 1 and 2. I keep losing that one circle. All right, let's see. Yes, finally. All right. There we go. There's his face. And now we're gonna work on all these like green vine sort of things. So we're gonna take our green paper and I'm going to, you can take your green color pencil or crayon and just draw out. I did 3 leaves. You can do as many leaves as you want. And leaves almost kind of look like a teardrop sort of shape, just like this. You can see that. And I'm just gonna cut those out. You can make them as big as or as small as you want. So we have 1. And 2. 1 more. And 3. Great. So we have our 3 leaves. And now we have these wraparounds to do, like these vines. All right. And to do that, we're just going to cut a spiral shape, a very thin spiral shape with our scissors. So that just means we're just going to go around and around. And you have to go all the way. You don't need that much paper. So I have this little spiral shape, right? Just gonna cut that in half, maybe trim it up a bit. And we're gonna take these 2 pieces and wrap them around our tube. So we have our tube here, right? And we're just gonna wrap them around and see where we want them. You might need to trim them down slightly. So I think I like that position there. And you want to do it, you don't want to do it right at the top where you're going to glue the head on. I'm going to do it, you know, the bottom part a bit. And I found for this part, it was a lot easier for me to just take my clear tape and tape these on. Just because of the way that they're shaped, they just lie a lot easier with some tape. But you can definitely glue them down if you like to. So 1. And the tape is great because you can put the vines in such a way that they kind of pop out a little bit too. And they'll hold in place. Okay, and then we need our bottom one. Great. Just like this. And now we're going to take one of the leaves and I'm just going to glue it and tuck it up into one of the vines, just like this. You can fold down the leaf a little bit. So you can glue it. You can also just use a clear tape again. I find that it stays really well inside of the vine. You just tuck it in. Great. Awesome. Just like that. So you can see. Now, we are going to add, oh, I'm sorry, Groot. We are going to add our leaves at the top of his head. You can do it here, you can do it here, you can have one going here, one going here, whatever you want to do. I'm gonna do the 2 on this side. I'm just gonna glue them on and have them peek out just a little bit. Just like that. Great. And now we need to glue the head onto the tube. So I'm going to glue it right up here. Make sure you have a lot of glue on, so that way it stays. And again, we're going to count to 10. Okay, ready everyone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. And look at that. We have our Groot finger puppet, our baby Groot. I am Groot. So that was a lot of fun. And hello everyone. My name is Jenny and I'm with Wonderspark Puppets. Thank you so much for tuning in today for these adorable baby Groot finger puppets for our superhero week. And there are so many ways that you can support us at Wonderspark Puppets. If you just go to our website, wondersparkpuppets.com, we have an ongoing raffle that you can enter into. We also have merch, membership perks as well that start as low as $7 a week, I believe. And we also have a donate button. We have PayPal and Venmo if you'd like to donate that way. And the simplest thing you can do is just like and share our workshops as well as our weekly puppet shows. We had a puppet show yesterday, Little Red Hen, that is on our video page on our Facebook for up to the next week. So check that out. It's a really adorable show. And thank you again for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday, and I'll see you again tomorrow for our last superhero puppet workshop for Superhero Week. All right, bye everyone.